Hi, I'm Lynne, and I'm a lifesaver. I'm a searcher, and that's in many different ways. Searching for joy, searching for happiness, searching to be meaningful, not only in my life, but in other people's lives. I'm a searcher in the sense that there is an eternal truth, and I feel that. Spirituality is important to me because it basically gives depth and meaning to everything that I do. I think I've always had a deep appreciation and a gratefulness for life in general, but having that spiritual sense of just the value each breath I take, especially as I get older and, many, many more yesterdays than tomorrows. And that's just a fact of life. You just appreciate it more. Past Lynne had rules, and Past Lynne did what needed to be done. And she had a spiritual life, but it was pretty narrow, and she stuffed it. It became a niche. It was something that she did or compartmentalized in her life. This Lynne, the Lynne that I've now evolved into, and the journey continues, realizes that the spiritual life isn't something you set aside. It's not something that you do a few minutes here or that you run away to a retreat to do. Truly, I think for most people who have found a lot of depth in their spiritual life, they start to realize that there's really no difference. It's an integrated process of just living your life and keeping your spiritual practice integrated. Our lives are so busy, so noisy, and to create a sacred space or a quiet space or a special space doesn't really matter, I think is important. No different than people feel differently maybe when they're walking in nature. An aura falls over you, a peacefulness, but also awe and appreciation for grandeur. When I go onto my cushion, that signals to me, and it starts a process of deeper breathing and a quieting of my mind, and it says, this time, this place, this is what I do here. Same thing in the garden. I love to be in that little sheltered space with the trees overhead and the bird sounds, and I can hear the pollinators and just like all that nature all around me just opens your heart. To be a lifesaver around the spiritual life, I think you have to not only be open to yourself, but you have to be open to others. You have to understand that there are truly many, many paths and one mountain.